Welcome back to my channel. I'm Katie and this is the KatieCat Nails channel. Today we're going to go ahead and jump right into some unboxing for the brand Joslove. Now I have tried out products from this brand before. I've tried their pastel gel liner kit and also their spring acrylic collection. I was absolutely in love with both of them and I'm super excited to go ahead and get into this unboxing today. This particular package has 20 gel colors, including as well as 3 additional for a matte top coat, a regular top coat, and a base coat. So I'm very excited to get into this today. So we're just gonna go ahead and unbox the product and I'm gonna go everything with you. The first thing that we have is their little instruction manual. It gives you some precautions, how to use the product, and little tips and tricks to help your manicure last as long as possible. So that's always a great thing to have. Then we have the gel polishes. You do get a matte top coat, and a base coat. So this is the shade 420. It is a beautiful chocolate brown shade and it's very low odor. There's no strange odor at all. It actually smells kind of nice. The consistency is very nice. A bit thinner than their liners, but that's to be expected. Liners usually are quite thicker. And I absolutely love the bottles. I think they're absolutely adorable. So let's go ahead and take a look at these up close. I'd like to show you the consistency of the top coat and the base coat, and I'd like to show you what each and every one of these gels looks like. They do have a great variety of colors in this kit. You have some blues, some greens, a red, some pinks, and some peachy and orangish nudes. I think that this is the perfect little collection for springtime. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. So these are all of the shades of the collection. I want to go ahead and show you the base top and matte top coat, the consistency, and what they look like. The matte top coat has a very nice consistency. I think I'm definitely going to try out both today just so that I can demonstrate to you what they look like. Here is the regular top coat. Also a very nice consistency. And then we also have our base coat. So today's nail set, I am going to demonstrate how to use their products properly. Keep in mind, the instructions for this gel polish manicure is for natural nails. I, however, do not keep natural nails, otherwise this happens. So I will be demonstrating the process and doing all of the steps on my acrylics, which is pretty much the same process. So that's how we're going to do that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and give you a look at every single shade real quick, although I will not be using every shade. But let's go ahead and get into the colors. I'm not going to do swatches just because there are so many of them. I will do swatches for myself, but because they are such a small bottle, I'm just going to go ahead and show you the color from the bottle. So those are all of the colors that come in this collection. Absolutely gorgeous shades. I really loved these 3 green shades. It's really nice to have more green in my collection, so definitely feeling these 3. So for today, we're gonna go ahead and get into some spring nails. The first part of this manicure process is to trim and file and like buff your nails, but since I have already done my acrylic application, I'm not going to trim or file my nails. I already did that, but pretty much what you'll want to do is you'll want to trim any excess nail. Please excuse my right hand. I went over this in another video, so you want to trim any excess on the edge of your nail and then file them into the shape that you desire. And then you want to buff the nail surface. So for this purpose, I am going to buff my acrylic nails just so that you have an idea of the process. So you want to make sure that you get close to the cuticle, and then you want to work your way down your nail. Obviously, if you are doing this on medium to short natural nails, it's not going to take you this long, but as I do have extra long coffin acrylic nails on, it is going to take me a little bit. So I'll just go ahead and speed up this process, but just so that you can get an idea of what the steps in this nail manicure are still going to be. And y'all, please do not mind my face on the beginning portion of this video. I was trying out something new for that company. I have never really filmed myself on video before, so I know that I was like super awkward. But hopefully this will break the ice and get me into showing my face on camera more, because I do want to incorporate myself into my videos. The angle had to be like just right for me to get the product in the video. So yeah, it was like a whole bunch. It took me so long to figure out, and then I had to adjust like the way my table was set up and how I had my phone set up. Although I did get a great new camera, I just haven't set it up the way I want to for my videos yet. So hopefully I will do that soon, and I will be making some bomb videos soon. So keep an eye out for that. But now that the nails are buffed, you just want to go ahead and clean the surface of the nail. What I like to do is I like to get some lint-free wipes. I will leave a link down in the description below for the ones that I like to use. Well, I mean, these are the second ones that I've tried. So far I like them a lot. And then I have a solution of 2 parts rubbing alcohol and then 1 part acetone. Although I do use slightly less acetone for the 1 part than a 1 part would be. And then you just want to make sure that you clean the surface of the nail and make extra sure that you get into the cuticle area, as that is where a lot of dust likes to hide. Mommy! So now that the surface of my nails are clean, I am going to go in with my base coat. And then once the nails are fully coated in your base coat, you're gonna go ahead and cure for 60 to 120 seconds. It depends on the wattage of your nail lamp. Mine, personally, I'm gonna cure for 60 seconds. Now you will notice once your nails are cured that there is still a tacky layer to the base coat. Do not remove that layer. That is called the inhibition layer, and it actually helps the gel polish to sit nicer on the nail to be cured again. So do not remove that sticky layer. Your base coat is fully cured if you have used the correct wattage of lamp, or if your lamp is strong enough to cure gel polish. It's just that is how the base coat is. It usually leaves a sticky layer. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're going to apply our main color. I am going to do some nail art shortly after that, but I did want to go over a couple things. And for our base layer, we are going to go in with these 4 shades. One thing to keep in mind, if you want your nail to be more pigmented with each color, I suggest doing 2 to 3 thinner layers. If you don't get the color coverage on the first layer, I do highly suggest curing it, then coming back, doing a second thin layer, curing and coming back and seeing what your result is. Applying too thick of an initial gel layer will result in bubbling and peeling, as the ultraviolet lights in the nail lamp cannot penetrate too thick of a layer of gel polish. So that's just something that you want to keep in mind. And if for some reason your gel polish is a thicker consistency than what you are looking for, you can always try to soak them in the bottle in some warm water to kind of warm up the product, and sometimes that will thin it out. So that's always something that you can do. I personally think that these are a great consistency, so I don't think that I'm going to have that issue with this kit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to apply each of my 4 shades on camera. So here are what the nails are looking like. Every single nail except for the index finger is actually one coat. So I'm very, very impressed with the pigments in the polish. This one just needed a slight touch up in the cuticle area, nothing major. Definitely still very impressed with the pigment. There is no sticky layer for the actual colors themselves. So that's very nice. I'm not used to that. Most gel polish does usually have a sticky layer. So I am very happy about that. And I think that they look fantastic. These gels are very creamy. They went on very evenly. They cured very evenly. So the last step to our process is going to be top coat, but I'm actually going to do a little bit of nail art before we do that, just because I want to add a little bit of a spring touch to these nails. And sometimes what I like to do when applying nail art is to put down a layer of matte top coat, because it helps the other colors to sit better when you're drawing lines and stuff. So this will be a fantastic opportunity for us to try out the matte top coat. So we're gonna go ahead and use this to just mattify the nail that I'm going to be doing the art on, and it will give us a great look at how the matte top coat looks after curing. And I really like the brushes on these. As you can see, I'm able to get very, very close to the cuticle. And just a little tidbit about myself, I am not so good at painting my nails. I often make quite a bit of a mess. So the fact that these brushes are able to get so close to the cuticle without flooding them is a huge plus for me. So now that I have my matte top coat on, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to put it into my nail lamp for 60 seconds. So here is what the matte top coat is looking like. As you can see, it is velvety soft and it feels very, very sturdy. Like, it does not feel soft at all. Like, the texture feels soft, but like the thickness does not feel soft at all. It feels very nice. And as you can see, the nail is quite matte. So this is definitely a fantastic matte top coat. I am not disappointed in this at all. So the first part of my nail art that I'm going to do today is I'm going to be doing some lines, and I used the shade number 413 from this collection in order to draw the vines. And now I'm just going to cure this for a quick 30 seconds, just so that I can add a second layer. And in addition to the vines, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to make some flowers using a dotting tool. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take the actual petal color and I'm going to mark where I want to place my flowers. And then I'm going to take one dot of the lighter shade and I'm going to put it into the middle. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the lightest shade and I'm going to put a little bit on my liner brush and I'm going to pull the lighter shade through the dots. Until it creates these cute little purple flowers. And I'm just gonna do that a couple times down each vine. So now that my flowers are complete, it is time to go ahead and top coat these nails. Now the art finger is going to lose its matte effect, but that's the good thing about matte top coat. If you decide that you don't like how it looks matte, you can always go over it with a shiny top coat and it will remove the matte effect. So we're gonna go ahead and top coat these nails, making sure that we get the whole surface, and then I'm going to cure for a full 60 seconds. Now that you've top coated the entire surface of the nail, you want to make sure that you take your top coat and that you seal the edges of the nail as well. So what I mean by seal the edges of the nail is you want to make sure, because I don't know about you, but I know I click my nails a lot, and it's going to happen that you're going to end up, you know, hitting them on things. So you want to make sure that you just take your brush and that you seal the edge of the nail as well with some top coat. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go to each and every nail, and I am just going to swipe a little bit at the tip of the nail to make sure that that edge is sealed and that I'm not going to get any peeling from the gel. And then I'm going to go ahead and cure my nails for a final 60 seconds. And these are the finished nails. I absolutely love how they came out. Very simple, very beginner friendly. I love the little flowers. Absolutely love the way that the gel's applied. Thank you so much for joining me today during this mani featuring Joslove's new collection of gels. All information on this gel polish set will be down below in the description box for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you thought. And please be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And I hope that you'll join me for future videos.